You have heard the name Overleaf, right?
Yes,
No,
sir.
Professor.
So take a look. Are you seeing my screen, right?
Yes.
So I open a new browser and I write here Overleaf. Okay. And then hit on there. And then I click on the Overleaf. And then they will ask you sign in with your email or password. Okay. So if you have a email password, you can do, suppose I want to put here M Chaudhary at wiu.edu. Or maybe I just sign up for free. Let me do the sign up for free. And then I want to put a password. I just registered it. Save. Now a code was sent to my email address. Let me see. This is the, yeah, I got a code. This is the code that I have seen. I copy this and come here. I paste it in there. And then I got this. So this is done. In that way, you can register, okay? So after registering these things, I just want to skip it. And skip this one as well. Occasionally, I want to skip these things, skip. And now I want to create a new project, okay? I hit a create a new project or blank project, example project. I can create here. I want to create a blank project. Let me see. Blank project. I want to create a example project. Demographic and health survey. DHS research. And I created this. Now see what is happening. Take a look. This is the place. And it is where everything is coming. Are you seeing in this case a figure, a table, figure and table? Are you seeing this thing is coming? Now take a look. This is the document class. This is uses packages, packages, packages. These are just packages and title. In this title, I can write here research papers on fertility, fecundability, infant mortality, and malnutrition, maternal mortality, and women empowerment. Okay. So now see, previously it was your paper. Okay. Now it will be this title. Control Enter. Take a look. Are you seeing? Title has been changed, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you want to put your name in there. Muhammad Chaudhary, Western Illinois University. Control Enter. See, my name has been put there. Today's date is in there and abstract. Okay. So in now in the, after doing these things, now begin document. Are you seeing this is the begin document? And last thing is the end document. Are you seeing end document? Begin document, and within this begin and end document, everything will come, okay? So now your abstract. So I can write here in this research article, I want to know how many of you are familiar with these things.
I just read about it today.
This is the first time you are learning from me, or you, so
No,
there
this
are,
is
I
first
think
time I'm
altogether
hearing
how
about
many?
the
9 persons is in there. Anyone in here used it before?
We use earlier in R Markdown, Professor. Is it kinda like that?
R
I don't know.
Markdown, you can also use LaTeX. Yeah, you can. But this is completely not any programming. It is just the typing software. The people who write the book, who write the research article, they use these things. Okay? Eric, did you use these things before?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So, okay. So I think I got your idea. So now see how these things has been changed, right? Now I'm going to change the abstract. Where is this abstract? Okay. In this article, and it is in the cloud. Everything will be saved in the cloud, whatever you type, okay? In this article, in this research project, uh, in this research project, we are conducting research on multiple socio-demographic and socio why? We are conducting research on multiple sociodemographic factors using DHS data collected, obtained from several Asian and African countries. Okay, control enter. You will see this abstract has been changed. Abstract has been changed. Okay, so you can write here, we are using several statistical methods such as logistic regression, negative binomial regression, maybe probit regression, Cox model, and non-parametric regression. Before multiple analysis, before multivariate analysis. We have conducted bivariate analysis as well. Okay. So you can write like this way. So you will open a blank project and you have to name it. And on that project, you will start writing your things. It will give you very fantastic this format. And then you will come write all the introduction part in here. After writing introduction part in here, are you seeing how beautifully they have written in here? To view tutorials, use guides and further documentation, please visit our website like this. Then if someone click in there, they will take you that website or head to our plans page to choose like this. Okay. So after doing these things in this way, if you write the paper, it will be very good way. And then you can, are you seeing sample bibliography? This sample bibliography will have one paper. See how they have written in this way. For example, when you cite the paper, if you create a sample bibliography, this paper is mentioned in there. Are you seeing reference only one, this paper? So how can you collect these things? Let me show you one paper. So you just copy and paste it. For example, if our longitudinal longitudinal predictive curves of health risk factors among American adolescent. Okay. So let me see if it will work in that format. Cite this article. Yeah, so I think, let me see how it was written. In their case, where is that one? Okay, here is this format. Article Greenwood, like this format. Article Greenwood. Let me see. It is format. Let me see. APA format. EMA format. APA format. MLA format. And let me see how did they read it. Authors like this title. That is the way. So how can I get that one? Okay, download this one. I think, let me see. I think I got that one. Mm, let me see, because it should be actually in that format. Look for an app. Let me see, open it by open it with more apps, notepad. Let me see if it is open there. Yes, I think that is the way you have to put it. Let me check. Let me check one more time in there. They have written like this way, authors, and like this, right? So like if I want to write add articles and then citation key, authors, title, journal, year. Okay, I think, let me go there. I think there is a way to get it directly. You understand? There is a way to get it directly. I'm trying to find that, like exactly this format. Exactly in this format. In this format, the way the paper is given exactly in this format, you can get the citation somewhere in this format. Let me see if there is any other option. APA. Okay, let me download the APA format. Okay, now I have downloaded the APA format. Let me see. APA format I have downloaded. Is this the APA one? This is the same. Let me check that one. No, it is not the way. But let me take you this format here. So article, then if you put the citation key, so citation key means here you green wood like this. This is the way you can put one something like that. So for example, it is green Wade, his last name, and the year it was published, they put a name, just a name, okay? And then author you can put copy and paste, title you can put journal, and year if you put, then it will be. So for example, if I want to do my one, I want to put here Chaudhuri 2021. And then author's name. Let me go there, find all the author's name. Here is the all author's name. Here is the all author's name. You can put here. Just go there. Just copy this and come here. Put this and title. Again, come here. Put this. Put this in there. Now come journals. Journal of Adolescent Health. The Journal of Adolescent Health. Journal of Adolescent Health. And year, we want to put here 2021. I hope it will work. Let me see. Control Enter. Okay, it did not come. Why it did not come? Okay, so let me see the. There is no error showed in there. Everything looks good. And then this is the reason. Oh, title. The comprehensive text archive. It should not have a. Problem like the way it is showing. And there is no error showing. There should have some error thing that is not mentioned at all. Strange. It will not be factor. Okay, let me do one more try, and if it will not work, then go there, download. Entire thing I just want to copy. Let me see now. After copying these things, let me see whether it will work. It should immediately come in this format, the format that that I'm.
Professor,
Yes.
I think I found what you're talking about. So if you go to Google Scholar and then you go cite that article that you're citing, you should get this back.
So you are saying,
Google Scholar.
okay.
I went to Google Scholar first and then I went to, so I put it in the chat what it was. At least I thought that's what it was.
This one, right? This one.
Mm,
This version.
right there. You see where it says cite back there? Back on the previous page you're on.
This is cited by one.
If you go cite down right there, bottom, right there, and then you bib text right there. So if you just Google Scholar, use Google Scholar and search your articles from the looks of
Okay.
it.
Yeah. So then log nature predictive curve. This one, right?
Yeah, it's one of the, that was by the National Institute of Health.
Yeah.
Oh,
So bib tag.
yeah.
So in that way, you do not need to type. That's the reason I'm showing you these things. You do not need to type anything. You just copy and paste it in there. Let me see now. Why it's not showing again? Let me see whether um, This looks good. And even this is not showing any Okay, just a second. Let me take this out completely. Oh no, so then there is a problem with these things. There is a problem with these things. Mhm. Mm. Okay, let me do these things. Author will go first. I want to put author first. And then title. And then journal. And then year. What is the year? Let me put the year first. Author, title, year. And then journal. And then volume. And then number. And then pages. I think that's it. Let me take out the publishers. Let me see whether it will work now. Why it will not? Okay, let me see then by taking out this. Do you think it will work? Okay, let me take that things inside that. Um, Let me take this out completely. Okay, so let me do another thing. I want to save these things. How can I save this? Does it need to be saved? I'm totally lost. I don't know what. The reason I want to discuss these things in this way, you just copy the papers things and you do not need to type and just put it in there. And then in that way, you can save lot of your time. But why it is not working, that is really, let me give another try by putting curly braces in there. Take out these things from there. Take out these things from there. and then put another curly braces in there. Is it working? Everything is becoming. Okay, so then it is not working. No, it is not working then. It is not working and it will not work. And I have to put here at article.
Professor,
Yes.
I guess it's not working because you have not cite this author in any of the write-up. Maybe that's why it's not working. Like if you check the reference, it was cited here. This 2.9.
Okay, I got your point. I got your point. I got your point. So what he said, see in this paper, this Greg 93, right? ZRE 93. So come in here. Somewhere I put are you seeing these things? This green wood has been referenced in here, okay? This green wood, side green wood, okay? So now if we write here something like that, site, and let me go to here. I want to come in here, copy, and then I want to go in there. I want to put there site, and then I put here like this. Now let me see. Now it is showing you, and they have given you automatic name for that one. Understand? So the reason I wanted to show you this way, first of all, if you have a expertise on the Overleaf, which is an online typing tool for publishing the paper in the format that the journal asking you, you can very easily type the entire paper. Okay, so because we put these things in sample bibliographic, these things, but this name I have to cite in the paper, which is this. Are you seeing here? This is the main LaTeX thing. Okay, this is the figure. This is the figure that we have to declare in here. So now you have learned how to cite the paper perfectly with minimum efforts by saving lot of time. Okay, minimum efforts by saving lot of time. You can cite the paper. And now how can you bring graphs? How can you bring graphs? That is another one. So take a look at that. This is the image, right? You can bring image, you can bring graph in here. First of all, you have to upload the graph in here. How can you upload? If you just go there, click on there, then they will ask you select file or select folder. If you click in there, then suppose you want to do some kind of images, maybe let me see, quick image, pictures. Is there any good pictures? Maybe saved picture. I don't know whether there is any good pictures. Screenshot. Maybe I can take one screenshot like this. And then if you open it and see this screenshot, this is in here. So you have to upload it in there. And then after uploading it, how can you bring this figure in this PDF file? This is the PDF file. This is your main LaTeX. Okay. So come here, somewhere is frog is in there somewhere. See, frog an example, right? But see, this is the begin figure like this, end figure. So in this case, centering means you are putting the figure in the center and then include graphics with 0.25 line with frog dogs GPA. This is the name of the graph. This is the name of the figure, okay? Our one is PNG. Let me see by changing PNG whether we can bring our figure. PNG. Instead of frog, we want to name it here screenshot PNG 2. Let me see whether it will work or not. It is working. Are you seeing? It is working. So this is the way you can bring. Now, they have made a small table. So there is a way to very beautiful table. I'm now going to show you how to make the table in here. See, they put here H line. H line means horizontal line. This is the H line. And see item, under the item, weight gauge and gadget. So these are the two things. Under the quantity 42, 43. So this is the way table can be made. Okay. And thank you. Abiola said about citing the paper, right?
Yes, Professor.
Okay. So now I want to discuss something about your final homework. But before that, let me tell you one thing. I have recorded these things. This is called the Overleaf. Overleaf, if you type in the address bar, Overleaf will appear. And once it is appear, then what you are going to do, once it appears, you will put an email address and password, and then account will be created. Once account will be created, then they will ask you name, uh, then you will go and open a blank project. When you click on the blank project, you have to give a name of that project. After giving the name of that project, then your project will be printed out like the way. Then you gradually keep changing all of these things. Mathematical equations can be very easily done. For example, if I want to show you these things, if I want to show you some mathematical equation, for example, I want to put here like this, a square plus sine, and then I want to put here theta plus phi. Then if you write here control enter, see, where is it? Are you seeing a square sine theta plus phi? Okay. So how beautiful, how easily you have to type all of these things. And if you important LaTeX, important LaTeX code for Overleaf. If you write like this way, code setting, testing Overleaf, all of these things, see. Lot of things coming one after another, lot of things. for mathematics. If you want to see this video PDF, how to write x over y. This is the fraction x comma y, inline fraction. Okay. The Greek letter alpha, beta. So this is the way you can, how you can do the integration, summation, all of this, and lot of things. So how to import graph and how to cite the paper very easily. And all of these things could be done quickly by using Overleaf. Okay. So now I want to give you the final homeworks. Okay. So this is the final homework. Write a complete paper with the research project. Next week, I will just maintain the office hours. I'm not going to, like during the class time, I will maintain the office hour next week. And it is due 2 weeks from now. So previously you wrote introductions, data and variables, statistical methods and basic characteristics table, bivariate analysis, multivariate analysis, time variant, curve constructions, and then clear and concise explanations of the findings. And discussions, limitations, and conclusions. These are the things I have asked you last time to do this and list at least 25 papers for all of these things. So first draft of all of your findings you give me on the 28th. Okay? Are you following me?
Yes, Professor.
Okay. And Eric, last class you did not come. Did you construct those curve?
Yeah, I did.
Can you show us some of those cards if you are interested?
Yeah, one sec. I need to open them.
Then let me stop sharing my screen, okay?
Okay. Let's see. Do you know if there's a way to earlier we did Zotero for our citation. Is there a way to export those as BibTeX too?
You can also do the Zotero one, which you can do for what file, but
Uh,
but if you can do it by using the what it called like the overleaf that I said, that is the most easiest one. And I have shown you how to cite the paper quickly by copying all of those things. Zotero, you have to create a biblical file, but here Overleaf, everything is in the there, all the file. You just need to cite the paper, copy it from the Google citation, and then paste it in there, and then it will be immediately ready. Are you sharing your screen?
yeah, I am now.
Okay.
What screen am I on?
Yeah, I see your Jupyter.
You're talking about this?
Yeah. Count of under.
1-year-old deaths.
Okay.
That's what it should be. Yeah.
Okay. So this is the kernel regressions you did.
And
And
then
this
I
is the
did,
overall population, right?
yeah. So this is like
Overall
mother's
population.
age. Yeah, mother's age versus
Okay.
versus
So mother age and mother age at mother age when the child die, or mother age during the interview.
I think it was during the interview. I think that's what we talked about, but I can probably figure out how to get mother's age for.
So like another student, he just said he figured out how to compute mother age when child die. Okay. He computed in that way. If you can compute, this is the kanda. What is that graph? Okay, can I go up?
This one is comparing birth interval, and then the other one was preceding birth interval. So I was looking at those as well, but this was the main one that I probably needed to get done.
Okay, so yeah, this is the main one. So that means we are saying when mother is 15 to 30, the number of death is increasing, right? When mother age is 30 and above, so number of children is dying. That is a very good finding, right?
Yeah.
So that means matured mother, their number of deaths is decreasing compared to the mother who got married in their early ages. So this is one of the finding. But you have to do same kind of card, one for the rural women, another for the urban women. Understand?
Okay.
And in the same graph, we have to put, then we have to, after putting that things, we have to claim that, well, urban women has a less death compared to the rural women.
Okay.
And then you have to do it one for the no educations, one for the medium educations, another one for the higher educations. So rural, urban, and education. And then what else you can, what you are using, you are using the Philippine data, right?
Yeah.
So what is the main religion variable in there?
The
Like
main
what
region?
percent, 1% Christians, what percent Muslims, what percent is non-Christian, non-Muslim? Because I know Philippines has a lot of, I think they also have a lot of Buddhist people. So if you can do also one for the Buddhist, one for the Christians, could you show me that religion variable and then their table? I want to see the what percentage is in there.
Region. Into.
Protestant. So
Right
let me
there.
see. Let me see in there. Aglipe, I don't know what is that. Christian, that is Christian. No religion, 7. Others, other
Roman Catholic is the largest,
Protestant.
59%.
Okay, here is the thing. Can you make Roman Catholic plus Protestant plus other Christians?
All in the
This,
one.
yeah, all of this make as a one, okay?
Okay.
Islam make as a one, rest of them, I don't know why Aglipe, why Iglesia ni Cristo, and no religion and other. I'm surprised that they do not have a Buddhist people. Okay, so you can do Islam, Christians, and other.
Okay.
So Islam, Christians, and Christians will be other Christians, Protestant, Roman Catholic, and I don't know what is Cristo. Iglesia ni Cristo. Okay, can you quickly search what is that Iglesia ni Cristo in Google?
It's a Christian church too.
It is a Christian church?
Yeah.
Okay, include them in the Christians then.
Okay.
So that means Christians, Muslims, and other, we are getting 3 curves like that way, okay? Okay, so, and then one final thing. When you
Yeah.
construct like rural, urban, and others, so this is known as the, this is known as the global non-parametric test, okay?
Yeah.
Global non-parametric test, you construct two curves, one for the rural, one for the urban, right? Eric,
Yeah.
one for the rural, one for the urban. Suppose rural carbon is higher than the urban curve. Rural curve is higher than urban curve, suppose. But from there, we can only say rural has higher people than the urban. This is what we can say. But whether the curve is statistically significant or not, that can be. Give me 5 minutes, okay? Just give me 5 minutes. I'm coming for the rest.
Training, are you doing your homework? Training. Consiglio? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Wow.
So let me share my screen. Then let me go to the paper, nutrition paper. Mm. That is longitude, Journal of Adolescent Health. Here. So this is the paper that I gave to you. Maybe I will upload it in the Western Online. In this paper, we have constructed curve. Are you saying this is the curve construction for the African American and Caucasian? So African American has a higher curve compared to the Caucasians. You are seeing this, right?
Yes, Professor.
Okay. So see, in this case, this curve is higher than that one. This curve is higher. This curve is higher than that one. But our purpose is to show that this is not just the higher, this is a statistically significantly higher. How can we test that? That is known as the global non-parametric test. Okay. Eric and other people who are constructing curve, you can do these things. Global non-parametric test. It was developed in 2013 or 14, something like that, in Harvard University. So in our paper, we are doing lot of works compared to the literature that we have done, because they already did some work. We have added multivariate, we have constructed curve, and we have shown that rural women has a higher curve compared to the urban women. So that means rural women, child infant mortality is higher compared to the urban women. Do you understand, Eric and other people, what I want to say?
Yes, Professor.
Yes, sir.
So Joshua, you are also working with infant mortality, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the curve. I am going to add this thing. So that way your paper will have a higher weight. Okay. So I will add this paper, and you can read this paper, and this is known as the global non-parametric test. So here it's somewhere in there. I put 95, 98%. Someone mentioned in here what we tested in there. So take a look at the table. In this case, the dietary food index and characteristics percentile fifth and p-value like this, We are considering African American and Caucasians, okay? So fifth, 22nd, fifth and second percentile, 95th and 98 percentile. Again, fifth, second. So fifth, second, something like this, 95th, maximum, which are significant is mentioned in here. So I will add this paper with this. So now let me see. Any other people has any question?
Yes, Professor.
What question you has, Abiola?
Uh, our last meeting, you said we should kind of do something different, from the journal you sent to us. So I shoot you an email, but I'm yet to receive a response in that regard.
Maybe a lot of email came, I forgot. And so that's the reason. Let me quickly check what was your email.
So I said I performed a GLM analysis.
Yes.
I just want to know if that is fine, if we can use that, to like add up to our work.
Oh, you are doing malnutrition, right?
Yes.
So I said you can construct 4 logistic regression model, right?
But no, you said we should kind of do something different from what is in the journal. So
Okay.
yeah, and when I look at it, I look at like I think about performing a general linear model, which I did, and that's why I sent you this email. So if it's fine by you, then we can just include that in our research.
General linear model, that means you are performing logistic regression. So let me tell you one thing. All the models that we are doing, these are all general linear models. So, but they are used under different response variable. So Poisson regression, it is also linear model. And then negative binomial regression, but it is using linear model. That means the format, the mathematical formulation of that. Okay. So you are using logistic regressions, but it is generally, it is actually linear, like it falls in general linear model formula.
Yeah, what I mean is this, like I'm using like the model and I'm using the model and the division, the region as the independent variable. So um I'm using other 3 variables as my response variable. So that's what I mean.
No, your response variable is just malnutrition or not, right? And then I said you should fit 4 models. One is for the wasting 0 and 1, one for the overweight, or
Can I just
underweight, and another for the standing. So this is 3, and then another one is just the what it called, one for the overall, right? This is what your 4 model fitting, and then I want to see whether the covariates are significant across all 4 models, right?
yes. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, you can share your screen. Let me stop mine.
Just give me a second. I'm kind of looking for homework. Okay. Homework 5. Okay.
So Eric, you have understood, right? What is global non-parametric test?
I believe so. If I have questions, I'll probably schedule a meeting with you.
Yeah, so one graph is higher than the other. That could be done by using global non-parametric test. And the paper that I have provided, in that paper, it has a complete explanation, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
So, Professor,
Yes.
so this is exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So this is my graph.
Okay.
Yeah, after performing because I'm using the models I'm using models
Okay, I understand.
region. I'm using the region, yeah,
Now,
to
this is the mother education you have done.
yes. So I'm using models region and the education, yeah. Models region and the education and check and looking at the effect on the malnutrition. So this
So that
is
means stunting is way higher.
yeah, this is for the stunting. Then this is for underweight.
So that means higher educated and secondary educated women has a lower standing compared to the no education and primary education.
Yes.
Okay. So now same curve I want to grab by the mother age. Do you have, because other people, two other people said that they found the mother age. Now the mother age, you said the mother age are given there in the format of a range. I want their individual age instead of range, because if there is individual range, then we can construct this curve, right?
So if we are using individual age, that so we are only using the individual age to perform this analysis, not bivariate and multivariate anymore.
No, yes, individuals would be used only for here. Okay, so let
Okay.
me write something, okay? Let me
Okay.
write something, take a look at that. So your paper, individual is could be accommodated in here, and very beautiful curve could be constructed, which will have a very higher weight. Understand? So
Okay.
we want to publish the paper in a good journal so that they can understand that, well, they have done lot of works, and they, by constructing the curve, they have showed us that one group of women has a higher thing. So for example, let me share my screen, okay?
Okay.
So so now you have constructed this curve. Now you have constructed now this curve. There is a maybe no education, primary education, higher education, and then higher education, no education, primary education, higher educations, and then another one is
Just primary, no education, primary education, secondary education, and higher.
secondary education and higher education. So currently you have a curve like this way. You put it in a different order. I put no education and primary education first, but you put this and that in two part and these two in the middle. So that is why. In that way you can get this, but you can also get this curve, one for the urban and another one for the rural. You understand, right, what I said?
Yes.
So you can also get a urban and rural curve. Then we can say that, well, rural people has always higher malnutrition compared to the urban. This is
So,
for the overall, right? This is what you said overall.
so should I ignore the malnutrition? Like, should I combine it using malnutrition instead of stunting, weighting, and instead of categorizing it as stunting, weighting, and underweight? So should I
So see,
overrule that?
you have four things: stenting, underweight,
And wasting.
and stenting, underweight, and
Wasting.
wasting, right? And then
Yes.
you have a malnutrition, combining these two, right?
That's for.
Yeah, the fourth one is malnutrition, comparing these things. You can easily construct a curve like this, right? Here is stenting, here is underweight, here is
Okay.
wasting, and here's malnutrition. And you have to give a complete explanation what does each figure stands for, okay? So it
Okay.
is for the overall people,
Okay.
overall one. Then you can do in here, you can again do here 4. Here is the stenting, one for the rural, another one for the urban. Here again you for the underweight, one for the rural, one for the urban. Here you can do wasting, one for the rural, one for the urban. Urban could go up and down. You understand, right?
Yes.
This is overall for all people. This is for
Oh.
urban and rural people.
Yeah.
But each will have two curves. The things that you have shown, right?
Okay.
So this is what you have shown in terms of education, suppose. Okay. And then here you have to do categorize. So you have to create lot of figures in there, so that in all figures, all types of combination, we want to show that this is better compared to that one, except this and that category, rural is better. Understand, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, now take a look at that. This one will be mother's age. Okay, this is the mother age. So mother age, you can consider any mother age. But the infant mortality people, they can consider mother age when child die, and then they will construct the curve. They will construct the curve like this way. Okay, but you will do any mother age, and compared to any mother age, the mother age starts, suppose it starts from 15 and it ends suppose like 49. During the survey, mother age is 15. During the survey, mother age is 49. And during the survey, all of these things, you got the proportion of 15. At age 15, how many women? Suppose as age 15, there are suppose 180 women. Okay, 180 women, how many of them are standing? So you can find it in percentage or number, whatever you can do. You can do it in terms of proportion, like percentage. Let me tell you, out of 100 women, you can say that 180 women. So you can find the proportion, maybe 43 of them. Okay. Okay. Now I have a question. Is there anything like a woman has 2 children who has a malnutrition problem? Are you understanding the question?
Yes, I do. That means we have to like write a code to to get that from the data sets.
Now take a look at that. What will be the problem? Suppose there are 180 women, right? Out of 180 women, suppose 100 women, 100, and out of 100 women, 80 women has just only one malnutrition child. Remaining 100 women, out of 180, 80 women has only one malnutrition child. But the remaining 100 women, suppose they have a 3 malnutrition child, 2. Then 3 and 200 will, what will happen in such a case? What will happen? The number of children will exceed the number of mother. In such a cases, if you want to find the proportion might be greater than 1. Are you understanding what I said?
Yes.
Okay, let me again explain. Suppose at age 15, there are, when you split the data by the age, at age 15, you found that there are 180 women. Out of 180 women, 80 of them have only one malnutrition child. Remaining 100 women might have 3 malnutrition child, 2 or 4. Okay, so that means number of children is bigger than the number of mother, and then total number of children is bigger than the total number of mother. In such a cases, if you want to find the proportion of malnutrition, that proportion will exceed 1. Do you understand the problem?
Yes.
Take a look at that one very closely. Okay, take a look at that one very closely. If this is the scenario, instead of that figure, we can say like, out of 1,000, how many children are malnutrition? For example, age 15, suppose there are 180 mother. Among these 180 mothers, suppose 200 are malnutrition. Okay, so now how can we explain these things? We can explain these things well. So out of these 200 malnutritions, so should we, how can we plot these things? Again, age 16, age 17, age 18. Okay, so in the data, take a look whether there is a corresponding to one mother, is there only one child or multiple child? If there is a multiple child and that figure is very high, then we have to adopt different approach. Okay, maybe we have to delete any mother that has more than one children malnutrition, we might need to delete these things because we are doing only single child analysis. But if we want to do the multiple child, we have to consider things well. So at each age, we consider the figure corresponding to maybe 500 or maybe corresponding to 1000 children. How many of them in, like, instead of dividing it by 180, we will divide it by a constant number, maybe 10,000, something like that. And then we have to explain these things very clearly in the footnote that the figure is constructed and this proportion is computed with respect to a constant 10,000 instead of the number of mother, because more children than number of mothers. So that is why we cannot do these things. You understand, right?
But Professor, the children's age is unique in our research, not the mother's age.
No, in your data, there is no mother age variable.
So we have mother's age variable, but what I'm talking about, what I'm saying is in our research, the child ID is unique and not the mother. So everything we are everything we are working on is based on the child and not the mother.
Oh, so that means each row is one child.
Yeah. So
Okay, then the problem is solved. Then the problem is solved. Then take a look at that. You can split the data by mother's age. Okay, so you get how many data? Age 15, age 16, age 17, up until 49. Okay, up until 49 you find. Okay, now corresponding to age 15, suppose you have found 200 mother. Among these 200 mother, you found 30 of them are malnutrition. So this is the proportion, right?
yes.
So similarly, at age 16, suppose you have found 500 mother, and then 500 mother, you find 80 of them malnutrition. So this is the proportion, right? So here is your mother is 15, mother is 16, mother is 17, up until 49. Then you got this proportion in here. These are the proportion. Then you construct this curve by using non-parametric regression. Okay. So this is the curve for the one curve for the stanting, one curve for the overweight, one curve for the underweight, and stanting, wasting, and underweight, right? 3 curve you can construct. This is for the all populations, like the all data. Then you can construct again. You can construct in here. You can construct in here again. Wasting, rural, urban. Here is the mother age. Okay. Underweight, rural, urban. Here is the mother weight. This is the proportion of wasting. And then here you can do stanting, rural, and urban. Here is the mother age. And then here is the overall nutrition. So overall main nutrition means here is the underweight, wasting, and then stanting. Suppose this is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0, this is 1, this is 0, this is 0, 0, 1. Then malnutrition, this is 1, this is 1, this is 1, this is 0, 0, 0. This child is not in malnutrition, this is 0. This child in malnutrition, this is 0. So that means you have a malnutrition by combining these two characteristics. Okay, these 3 characteristics. So this M should be in here. This is the rural, this is the urban. And with respect to mother age, and then you can do the same curve, one for the high education, low educations, and then another one for the religion. And then you use the global non-parametric test, to check whether one curve is statistically significantly higher compared to the other. Global non-parametric test. Okay.
So, Professor, you've talked about like 3 or 4 analyses now. So, but the last one is the proportion. So, can we just work on the proportion and leave others, or because we have papers to write according to what you said, and this result is going to we are going to like kind of discuss this result in our paper. So should we just consider this proportion analysis?
No, proportional analysis, you will do check one is compared to the other, but why not like multivariate logistic regression? So you want to do like basic summary statistics and this proportional curve?
Because before you said you did not talk about this proportional curve, but
I
now
told multiple times in last 2 weeks. Listen, take a look at that. Let me insert another paper. The more you will work, the better for the paper. So one, you have done basic characteristics table, right? And then bivariate analysis table, right? And then 4 logistic regression, 4 logistic regression. Okay. One for stenting, one for underweight, one for wasting, and one for malnutrition. Okay. So basic characteristics table, bivariate analysis. This is called the multivariate analysis. Multivariate analysis. So basic characteristics table, multivariate analysis, bivariate analysis table, multivariate analysis table. And then number 3, proportion of deaths, proportion of malnutrition, stenting, underweight, and wasting with respect to rural urban is one. With respect to mother age, rural urban, mother age, and then educational, with respect to mother age, and then another one you can do the religion. So when your dependent variable is 0 and 1, it is always either logistic or it is always either probit model. Okay. So now tell me why are you so much anxious, and why you are not like interested to do all of these things? Because if paper to be published, the paper should have lot of things. Okay. And then if they will see that they have done lot of things in here, especially the curve, one curve is higher than the other. Instead of saying these things, if we can say that one curve is statistically significantly higher compared to the other because we use global non-parametric test, that will be more acceptable, more appealing.
Professor, the reason why because I have other 2 courses, and this is going to like take most of my time to
Okay.
work on this. So because I think I did 3 analysis and not 4. I work on
Okay.
3 wasting underweight, and I did not do all forms of malnutrition. I did not add all forms of malnutrition. So
Okay.
I think I'm done with 1, 2, 3. Then, so it means I will have to work on the fourth one. But working on the fourth analysis, if I'm to categorize them by region, by their region, that is going to take most of my time too. So I'm just looking at what is obtainable. So
So that is why next one I'm giving you 2 weeks. Okay. So next one I'm going to give you 2 weeks because this homework that I said, maybe those people who haven't constructed the curve yet, if there is an opportunity to construct the curve, and I have provided the code, right? R code I have provided. You remember that, right? Didn't I provide the R code? Let me see. Oh, I did not provide the code. How did I forget that? Just a second. Okay. I upload these things. Oh. Here is the thing. This is what Eric constructed. Let me get rid of that. What is that? Deviation off. I think now if I run it, here is the curve. So code is in there. And last time I think I explained this code to you. You remember that, right?
no, Professor, I'm not working. This is the first time we are discussing about graph.
Last week I discussed these things, right?
Yes, you explained the code to me.
I explained the code last time, but I forgot to upload these things. Abiola, listen, if you need a time, take your time, but do the works. And if you do not construct this curve, and then paper will not be worthy. Understand?
Yes, Professor. I just want to see if we can actually, do something that will be less time demanding and still get a very meaningful result. So if we can just instead of using categorizing them by urban and rural, if we can just plot the graph.
I think I provided it somewhere. Here, I already provided the code here. Okay. It is already provided on what? I think 1 to 3 weeks ago, I think I provided, 4 weeks ago, I provided these things. Okay. So Abiola, what did you say?
So what I'm saying is, can we go back to the summary of your graph? I mean to that page.
Here?
So what I'm saying is, if we can just do the proportional analysis, just do the proportional analysis and without considering the urban and regional, like without categorizing them into urban and the regional and the urban and the rural region. So if you can just do the analysis based on
Overall data.
yeah, no, not I mean the age of the mother against the proportion, then that would be fine. So we can just do for wasting
Okay,
and
let
stuff.
me give you something. Once you construct one curve, so you are saying that instead of urban and rural and education category, I just want to construct one curve for the whole data. This is what you thought, right? So
No, the
listen.
three curves is just like the what I showed to you. The three curve is just going to be in a graph, which is going to show the comparison.
Yes.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying.
So once you construct one graph, and rest of the construction is very easy because you just need to split the data. For example, when you construct these things for wasting and then standing and underweight, so you split the data by age and then you do these things. Okay, but after splitting data corresponding to each splitted data, you have to find the proportion. And after on that proportion, then you have to create a table. Age corresponding to each age, there is a proportion. So for example, what you'll have to do at age 15, so here you have to create a new data. Age, proportion of standing, proportion of underweight, and proportion of wasting. Okay, so age is 15, and then here is proportion is suppose 15%. So suppose proportion is 17%. Proportion is 21%. Suppose age 16, you will get proportion is there. Up until age 49, you will get a proportion in there. Okay. Now take a look. This is your age. Okay. Take a look at the code. This is your age. This speed. Are you seeing the speed in here?
Yes.
Come on. Are you seeing the speed in here? This speed is their speed. Okay. This car is the data. So this will be your new data. This is your new data. This is the new data that you are going to construct from the big data. From big data, there is a age 15. So with respect to age 15, suppose there is 200 women. So one data for the, another data for age 16. Another data in this way, 49, age 49. So how many is in there? There is almost 35 to 36 data sets. So by using these data set, you have to compute this proportion. This proportion. For using these data, which has a 280 women, suppose you have to construct this. So this entire data will be your suppose D1 data. Okay. So then you have to come in here. You have to use with, they have written with cars, you will write here with D1. And then you will write to this LPV, which is the keyword. I wrote the function. And then you have to put here X, which is age. And this is the proportion. And the rest of the thing should be as it is. You just need to change here speed and then distance. These are the things. And then you will run, you will get this curve. Understand?
Maybe when I start working on it, if I come across any difficulty, maybe because I'm still looking at how possible it is, but I will try my best.
Okay, take your time, do some work. So still there are, I think, 8 weeks remaining. Okay, you have to prepare a PowerPoint slides and you have to give a presentations. And during the presentation, I will ask you the questions. But if you really want to have your paper published, and you have to work. Okay, you have to work. Okay, who else have questions? I will be in my office tomorrow, 9 to 10:30. Okay, you can log in and you can talk with me. And Eric and another person, Joshua. Eric and Joshua, can you meet with me tomorrow at 9 by Zoom?
Okay, sir.
At what time?
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Oh, I work tomorrow.
or tomorrow you will work. Okay, it's all right.
Yeah, I work
So
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday. Okay, so you can have another appointment like maybe Wednesday. I have a party with university faculty and students. I don't know whether how much time I can give, but Joshua, you can meet with me tomorrow at 9 by Zoom. Okay.
Okay, Professor.
Other people has any other question? Okay, if you do not have a question, I'm going to stop in here. And Mohan, I will see you Friday 9 in my office. Okay.
Sure, Professor.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, Professor.
Okay.